Hello dear my friends. As I have mentioned many times before, I have attended over 50 plus English classes to discover the secret behind their success. My learning experiences from different parts of the world convinced me that something is wrong with English education. Everywhere I went, it was the same situation. The students were bored, frustrated, stressed, and nervous. Most students, even after years of studying English, fail to speak the language fluently. You are not alone because it's a global problem. Throughout my learning journey, I have met many students who had similar feelings about English. At that time, I found that I wasn't alone in facing this problem. Although most people feel they must learn to speak English, very few seem to enjoy the process. Most who learn the language struggle with the same feelings of nervousness and frustration that I also had. As I encountered this problem more and more, I began to look for the root cause. I needed to understand the problem because I had been unable to find the solution. I used to think, what is the cause of all misery and failure? Why do so many people fail to speak excellent English despite years of study? What is wrong with English education? The first and most obvious problem I found with the schools and coaching classes was the way in which they teach English to the students. Most institutes and schools around the world use the grammar translation method. This method breaks English into an endless series of grammar formulas to memorize. Each grammar formula has exceptions and that must be memorized too. Teachers like the grammar translation method because it appears to be serious. The grammar translation fits teaching most subjects, but the only problem, as you know, is that it doesn't work in real conversations. There is simply no time to think about grammar rules like ta hai, pi hai, rahi hai, chuka hai, etc. etc. The failure rate for this method therefore is absolutely horrible. Despite failure of most students to speak English fluently, schools and many language learning institutes continue to use this method, and this is an epic failure of our education system. Recently, because students find the theoretical method so boring, some coaching classes have added communication activities to their curriculum. Occasionally, the teachers puts the students into pairs or groups. The students then read and repeat the dialogues from a textbook. Sometimes they might answer a few questions from a worksheet. Of course, these activities are unnatural, nothing like a real conversation. Consequently, the failure rate of communication activities is just as bad as grammar translation. Obviously, the English teaching methods used in schools do not work. That was easy to see. I knew it. The students know it, and many teachers know it too, though few will admit this situation. However, as I continue to investigate the problem with many institutes and schools, I found even deeper problem in the education system. These problems are less obvious but many ways far more damaging to the students. I call this problem the theoretical way of learning English. In my next video, I'm going to talk about the theoretical way of learning English in detail so that you could clearly understand the problem. By now, you must know that the method we use to teach the students here to help them speak English confidently are not traditional. That's why they are so effective. So what are you guys waiting for? Just join the demo classes for 7 days and feel the transformation. Thank you so much.